This year, both Science Europe and the National Science Centre, Polish grant agency aimed at funding basic research, celebrate their 10th anniversary. At NCN, from the very beginning, we have followed established international standards in science. In particular, we always emphasize fairness, transparency, professionalism in our evaluation process. It is completely expert-based. Final decisions are made by panels of scientists, and the process is free of any political or bureaucratic influence.
Research culture should be constructed and performed in a way which fortifies the public trust in science and research and integrates diversity and inclusion, providing a supportive environment for researchers' careers and also attracting talent from wherever it exists.
We strive towards a research culture that includes the core values and governing rules of the research and innovation system, involving other stakeholders within and beyond Hungary. Building on international best practices from performance evaluation to the status of researchers, we envision to create a joint research culture flexible enough to fostering national specificity and traditions.
The FNR believes that the work we do in research assessment has a large impact on research culture. As funders, we have a responsibility to contribute to a healthy research and innovation system through creating incentives and rewards that shift the system towards a more diverse, inclusive and open culture. To achieve this goal, funders such as the FNR need to broaden what is valued in a research ecosystem. We have proposed research culture as the topic for this year's Science Europe high-level workshop because we believe that working together is the only way to drive this systemic change and develop a long-term vision for the research culture of the European research area.
We need a culture where we share scientific experience on how to meet great challenges of today and discuss the issue and resolve them together.
Research culture is influenced by many different interconnected and systemic factors. And at UKRI, we recognise the importance that research culture plays in enabling and supporting a thriving, inclusive, diverse research and innovation system. And it's for this reason that research culture is one of our key priority areas for action. Earlier this year, our government published their own R&D people and culture strategy, which UKRI was intimately involved in developing. And we're now involved in helping deliver that strategy, working collaboratively with partners across the ecosystem to support and drive forward lasting change. In the context of ERA, we think it's important to continue to raise awareness of research culture, to show leadership in this area, and to emphasize that culture involves everyone in the research system.
A sound research culture stimulates curiosity and good research practice. The opposite can be a disaster, both for the individual researchers and for the trust in research. Since research is a truly international activity, changes and improvements in the research culture is much more effective if we all agree on policy issues.
NWO strongly supports a new way of recognizing research efforts and output of people who do research. And this all fits in a new culture that we need in the research community. And it has to do with open science, with inclusion, creating more diversity in the research that we're doing and in the group of researchers that do this science.
The European research area needs systemic conditions of attractive and sustainable careers and working conditions, with freedom of research and access to infrastructures, fair rewarding and assessment system, mobilizing the new generations of researchers, also guaranteeing the mobility of young researchers across countries and sectors are main priorities. I would like to conclude by congratulating Science Europe on its 10th anniversary, together with the beginning of the new strategic plan, which is central to continue pursuing the goals that unite us. Congratulations.